Okay, guys, we're back with episode 5 of All Her Fault, and yeah, this episode was a lot, a lot. The show has the ability to make you think a certain thing, and then there's somewhat an explanation for it. But the main thing, Milo's back. And as Ma said in the previous episode, that he might not be the same, and you see bits and pieces of it because of, I guess it's been a week and the child doesn't understand. Maybe because also Carrie did build that relationship for a while since she was hired and befriending Milo and his nanny during that time, and just reaffirmed the bond during that week. But I didn't think it would affect him so much, to the point whereby he doesn't remember what he likes when he's with his parents, like the food in the morning, stuff like that. So it was a lot. I don't know how I would handle such a thing, because I would assume that I have planted so much of me, or like us as a family, that a week with a stranger, well, someone who's not, maybe it's the playfulness to make things always a good time. It's never to reprimand and all of these things. So kids maybe register the fun things more than they register the stern, don't do this, go to your bed. They register those fun things more. But he's much younger, so I guess they just have to give him time. I don't know why they made him go play with the kid, the other kid, what's his name? Yeah, like Jesse's child, and it's like it's too quick. And obviously there's gonna be that thing of Carrie, because she was a babysitter for both and seemed to have a weird liking for Milo, that he kidnapped him. So it's, yeah, I don't know why they made that decision. Ma, I guess because she just wanted something different, because she actually does hate Peter. I think, like, she hasn't said anything positive towards, like, she tolerates the movement around the house, but she hasn't said anything positive ever since. Like, she's just told him she doesn't care about the siblings or him, and the siblings obviously are figure, like, they always, as I said earlier, like, they always find a way to have an explanation. And as I said, like, they always do it for family. They always know that whatever Peter, like, it's not a great decision, because obviously the brother had to live with that knowledge that he hurt his sister for such a long time. Like, their relationship is built on that, of the guilt and all of the trying to make up for hurting him so much. And Peter used that, and he was a coward and all of these things. And yeah, like, also, like, is it Alice? Yeah. The gambling thing with the company, I knew there was something with that, but I actually thought it was going to be deeper than just, unless he's still lying. But obviously we see at the end that Carrie comes in and she points a gun at Peter. So what did Peter do to the Murphys? What did Peter, because why does she have this grudge on him? So for me, it always goes back to Peter. Like, I don't know, there's something off about him. There's always, there's always something closed off when it comes to him, and there's always a secret, there's always something. And so far, Ma is the only one with not a lot of secrets. I guess the only secret that he had is the true feelings about Peter. And but otherwise she's the only one that's been very like open with everything. But as I said in the previous video, that they're so into their own things, they don't even see or hear when someone comes in or pay attention. They're so into themselves so much, like even Carrie had to sneak in and, you know, point a gun at them, you know, that type of thing. So yeah, I like how the detective, I forgot his name now, he's always like, he's very good with kids, and he's incredible. But obviously I don't like that he faltered with the corruption stuff. So that we still have to see the repercussions of that. Obviously probably gonna lose his job, I don't know, but I think he's gonna be found out. I honestly would have liked to see the other part. I still stand by that. The other side of the story, whereby our characters that we like don't go into corruption, they stand, you know, against it, even if, you know, maybe a different thing might, you know, come through. Maybe the lesson here is that don't go into corruption, because the consequences of it, you're gonna lose everything or whatever. Maybe that's what they're trying to do, but we've seen that a lot of people, a lot of movies and shows have shown that if you do the corruption, you're probably gonna get found out, and it's an easy thing, you know, to write on. I feel like the other part, like, you'll be writing a much more inspirational story if you told me that people's had a backbone and things did end up working out at the end of the day, you know. So that's really my take. Like, I some decisions they make on the show, I don't like them, but then their writing is so good that even the bad decisions that they make, there's always a proper understandable conclusion towards it, or progress towards the idea, and it makes the story happen. So I get that. I just think some things, you know, can go another way, not the normal way, you know. Like, it's so easy to have an affair, it's so easy to write about an affair, it's so easy to write about corruption. Tell me about the other story. What if the couple doesn't have any affairs and they're just dealing with marriage stuff? Which I still think maybe that's Ma and Peter, but it feels like there's something more. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna see what happens next. Yeah, wait, did I say episode 5? I think it's episode 6. Yeah, episode 6, not episode 5. So yeah, that's that. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.